Where the energy is electric right now. There are so many people out here. I mean, the grills are rolling. I am starving now. I really want a hot dog. But come with me. I finally found a group of tailgaters from Maine. But I'm going to take you over here to one of the hosts of the events. Excuse me, I'm sorry. With Herb. Yeah, it is busy in here. With Herb and Celeste with WBLM. Now, you guys have been hosting this event for like 9 years now. How do you prepare for this with so much food? Do you kind of fast the night before or what? Actually spoke with one. She says she loves the sight of these waves and she stops to catch it every chance she gets. I saw people walking around in the streets with their red, white, and blue 5 hours before the preseason game. So you're right, they are excited. They feel like he's the right man for the job for a second term. As Senator King says that, you know, he can't leave. He still has a lot of work that needs to be done. Cumberland County officials say the man behind the wheel is known by the department in relation to another tragedy that happened last fall. I'll share more on that in a moment. But as you can see here, a memorial already put in place for the 40-year-old mother that lost her life Saturday evening. You met the other member of the Kingdom earlier with Charlie, but right now I am a part of the six-man champion crew. Now I've got to ask,
much better than our normal party. Much better looking.
Yeah. Better looking? Okay, where did the Kingdom name come from? I've got to ask.
Well, you're standing with wrestling royalty, so what else would we call ourselves? I mean, we hold all the titles. I'm the real Ring of Honor World Champion. You're lucky enough to hold one of our six-man belts. Okay. This is wrestling royalty. We are the Kingdom.
Okay, I'm royalty today, so I will take that. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Quirk Chevrolet's Friday Night Lights. I'm Brooke Rayford sitting in for Dave E. tonight. Dave will join us later in the show live from Fenway Park as the Red Sox take on the Yankees in Game 1 of the ALDS. Let's begin our high school football coverage right here in Portland. Tonight, the Bulldogs looking to keep pace in Class A. North taking on the Bangor Rams. First quarter, Rams driving. The handoff goes to Gabe Higgins, but he fumbles the ball and Portland recovers.
$390 for the full package per ticket.
300 each. Probably 600 total with the three of us.
It's not like the good old days when fans say they could scoop decent seats for $75.
You do have a few that come in and get sticker shock. When they come in and it's $275, they're dumbfounded.
Dan McCarthy, the owner of Tickets Unlimited, works with season ticket holders to get fans the seats that are almost impossible to find. But they come at a steep price.
I'm so numb to it at this point. I've seen people pay as high as $5,000 for a ticket.
That's a playoff price at midfield. But some season ticket holders paid around $3,500 for a few seats this year.
When I first started, they were probably around $2,600. So in the last 6 years, I've gone up close to $1,000. Yeah. So it's a commitment.
It's expensive to go to any NFL game. The prices vary depending on a number of factors like the economy, weather, and team's record. But in New England, Tom Brady drives the prices.
Even the year that he was injured a few years back, the prices were cut in half. That's how significant Brady is to this pricing dynamic.
With Brady in his 19th season, many fans say they want to be able to say they saw the best.
You better go get a chance to go see Brady, go see him, because when he's gone, he's gone. When he's gone, it's the end of an era.
Whether it's your first or fifth Patriots game, fans are looking to get the best bang for their buck.
We love our home team, you know, they're a winning team, and yeah, people will pay the money to go see them.
All right, guys, I'm going to have fun out here and enjoy this lobster roll. I'll send it back to you out on the field, reporting live in Foxborough. Have fun, guys. At least a foot of ice is clogging Kennebec River, and today the U.S. Coast Guard begins to alleviate some of those flood concerns causing damages. Two ice cutters made their way through the Kennebec River, backing and ramming.
Brace for impact.
To break up thick ice causing jams.
We were looking at 16 inches of solid ice with about 2 to 3 inches of snow on top with maybe a half a foot to a foot of slush underneath, making it really difficult to break.
Today, the ice cutters were unable to plow through the entirety of the river due to the change in tide, but Chief Chasteen says each day will bring improvement. They plan to be back at it tomorrow and will be on the river the rest of the week.
The stopping is really the thickness of the ice and slush is just what's preventing us from going any further. So really the weight of the cutter is what's breaking it at this point because it's so thick.
The U.S. Coast Guard says the ice breaking this early in the year is unusual. The Kennebec River spring breakout usually occurs between March and April.
While it's slow, it's just a really, you have to be patient with the ice breaking process. Any easement, any break in the ice is positive relief for the river.
Reporting in Bath, Brooke Rayford, CBS 13 News.
Yesterday, my cousin in Florida texted me to ask if Tree of Life was my synagogue. Yes, was my reply. She was there in 1986 for my bat mitzvah. And of course, so were Cecil and David Rosenthal. 2 of the 11 lives lost in the Pittsburgh shooting.
We remember them.
Jamie Way, a Pittsburgh native, now lives in Damascotta, Maine.
I am heartbroken that violence of this kind has become almost commonplace now in this country, and it has once again come to my doorstep, to my very neighborhood.
She recalls Squirrel Hill, the neighborhood of the Tree of Life Synagogue, as a diverse place of peace.
Nobody cares if you're Jewish or Christian or Muslim or Asian or Italian or African American, because we all live together.
Anti-Semitism and all forms of racism have no place in America.
Jewish leaders offered comfort for those searching for hope and strength.
This is a time for all of us to hug our families more closely. This is a time for us to commit to making this a safer world.
Way says one thing she knows certain: her hometown is strong and its people will stand together through the suffering.
I have been told the synagogue is in terrible shape. We don't know the future of Tree of Life, but I can look at this group here tonight in Maine, my new home, and know the roots of a tree go deep.
In Rockland, Brooke Rayford, Fox 23 News at 10. Parsons woke up with the clothes on her back and her cattle in their stalls.
Day one.
After a fire destroyed the Hartford historian's home and barn.
I just have a myriad of things that I'm thinking I should do.
Her first priority this morning was to feed her cows. Wednesday afternoon, sparks began to spread.
Don't open now. Look, it's on the roof now.
And soon her entire property was taken over by flames.
It just went up so fast. I mean, really fast, and it just kept on going.
Inside the home built in the late 1700s were a number of historical artifacts and antiques.
I've written many history books, especially about Hartford and the military and things like that. And obviously, they're gone. If somebody hasn't purchased one, it's never going to be recovered.
Pieces of Hartford history now in piles of rubbish, alongside the remains from the barn and farmhouse.
Fortunately for me, my cattle were not near. Like they're 250 feet up away from this building.
I'm pretty sure she was in shock at first. And right now, she's just really concerned about her cows. She loves her cows.
Some history may be lost, but residents say Parsons will recover the past.
She'll get right back into it. She will. She's always been about Hartford history, so she'll stay right on it. She'll do as much as she can.
There were no injuries, and the fire marshal's office is investigating the cause. In Hartford, Brooke Rayford, CBS 13 News.